So the link will go out on the Digital Youth Council page, and it will go out on the Facebook as well and Twitter. So as you see in the Digital UIC Live is the hashtag. I'm sure Kieran Cannon in the back there is already tweeting. I can imagine. So thank you very much for coming first of all to the Digital Youth Council. The first meeting, not just in Ireland but in Europe. We're the first country to have a Digital Youth Council, which we should be very proud of in theory. We have beaten countries like France, Germany, and the UK to get in this up. I think that's fantastic. Firstly, the 12 people that are here today were chosen by myself, Kieran Cannon had helping, and so Bernard Kirk, who unfortunately can't make it. But the Youth Council, the idea behind it was to bring some of the top 12 young people in Ireland in technology together to build this council that will inspire young people to get involved in technology and to gather the views and opinions of them too. We hope to express these views and opinions to people in the government, in the EU Commission, in higher places, in big companies like Facebook, Google, Twitter, all these big companies that are influential not just in Ireland but around Europe and the world. Give young people a voice. It's the main part that we want to concentrate on the Digital Youth Council. We want to make sure that young people have a voice, and the voice that they don't currently have at this moment in time. We thought the best way to do this was to put a small group together that all the information would feed into and then to spread it out. So it wouldn't be just one person screaming, it would be a group of young people screaming. How we plan to connect with the young people of Ireland was the point that was taken off when we first set it up. Myself and Jack Cullen, who works with me, we sat down and we discussed this matter in quite detail. We thought social media was a good option, and that's what we do plan to do. In the heart of social media, Twitter, Facebook, Vine, Snapchat, we have all these accounts set up and they're posting at this moment in time. We felt it was the best way because we looked at statistics, and 7 out of 10 young people now are on social media sites. Young people tend to be more open online than they would an actual person because they feel it's a safer space to express themselves. So we thought, what better than to set it up? We've had over 100 tweets so far for people expressing their views on the Digital Youth Council. Since we had the media launch on Thursday, people have expressed their views on how they feel this will positively encourage Ireland in technology, how young people will feel more comfortable expressing their views, and how young people will be able to make a change. Events. We hope to hold events like Excite that was held a few months ago, which firstly, anyone who was there was amazing. Young people, as in the picture there above, were all together and they were expressing views in book disloads. I know Kira, Emer, and Sophie were there and they done analysis on the next day. And it's truly amazing to see what the young people had ideas-wise. More technology in classrooms, no books, bring in e-books, no pens or pencils, less heavier bags so they don't hurt their backs. They talk about it very seriously, and Dr. Bills came up there as well. And Code Week. Code Week will be discussed more in the next segments of the events anyway. Kieran and he will discuss that. And then also the SOS Ventures Athletes Symposium will discuss more about Kelly from SOS Ventures. Mini councils. Now, these are one of the most exciting things I feel for the Digital Youth Council. Mini councils will allow us to connect young people on a very personal basis, rather than using the social media that we will use as well. And other than using things like events, we'll gather them in a small space, around 5 to 10 young people, in around 5th and 6th class, we said. It might go even younger than that. We'll discuss that more. But we hope to bring these together to be able to express their views in a group. So a smaller group, so it's not really big, all these views will be lost. But a smaller group that will then feed back to the main council. So that young people don't just feel it's 12 people involved in the Digital Youth Council, but it's everyone. The mini councils will be set up in schools, clubs, and organisations. So any organisations that want to set them up for young people to come in the weekend or during the week to have a meeting, or clubs like Code Dojo, which is a really big movement. It's not only just in here in Europe as well. And then in schools, as I said, any school will set one up. We'll make it all free of charge. We'll supply all the feedback. We hope you have a few different ideas that pass. Websites, different things, and you get all their information and have loads and loads of information to discuss, which will then, as I said, allow us to get all the feedback from young people. Speak to young people. This is a picture I particularly like because this was absolutely exciting. And it's funny because all these young people hadn't a clue who I was at all. They all were talking to people the whole thing and had a clue what I was doing or what I was there for at all. And they still managed to tell me everything and anything that they had in their heads. Everything. like literally, I pretty know half of them live. It's crazy. They all telling me they want more technology in classrooms, they want more e-books. They want everything. They expressed it so easily. It was simple. I think it's the most important part as well. It's not just getting these organised so they can all discuss it. It's just talking to people. You've got a family at home. You have young cousins, everything like that. You know people that are of the age that can express their views. And I think that's the most important part of the Digital Youth Council will be talking to young people. The opinions of the council as well. This is one of the most important parts that I think we were kind of going to miss if we didn't bring it up. The young people, these were pictures I got from all sent me, was different ideas of how the Digital Youth Council could influence technology, education, different things like that. So we got videos like to harness the talent and enthusiasm that is in Irish classrooms for all things, using digital media to make a difference to the lives of students and parents in Ireland, more Android devices in classrooms for more control, teach kids about programming. So many different points came up there, but it's all about technology. And this is really what the Digital Youth Council will do. It's all about technology. We want to gather the views of one of the most important points that kids grow up with, which is technology. And this is exactly what the Digital Council will do. And also, these people, the 12 people we picked, they're not just there to listen to young people, they're there to express their views too. They're all involved in technology in some shape or form, and they're all in the middle of education, so they know about technology and education. They all know young people, so they can talk to them as well. But they also have their own views and opinions. And this is very important, and this is what we're going to try to get out in our meetings. Our partners are Colmac Robotics, the Science Gallery, KidTech, and ReachOut.com. This list is forever growing. We've had something like 9 meetings last week about people wanting to get involved in this program. It's amazing because so many people are keen on the idea, which we really feel will help us grow in size. We've had a few departments are interested. We've had various different tech companies, education companies. I really feel that these partnerships will allow us to grow in size and reach a bigger group of people. So the Digital Youth Council will meet 12 times in the year. They meet in different places around the country, tech headquarters, education headquarters, schools, different places like the Science Gallery, different places like that. Spaces that allow us to feel comfortable and just have a discussion. Obviously this meeting is everyone involved here. We have people in an advisory board, which we have set up, made of many, many fantastic people in education, technology, and various other fields like that. So I think that's it, pretty much. I don't think I forgot anything, hopefully. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the next room. So we're just going to have a sit around, do a bit of feedback, and Kieran's going to talk a bit about Kobe. Kelly's going to talk a bit about Matt Lee's symposium in September. And it's basically just a discussion. We really, really want people to just give ideas, brainstorm. Everyone's idea is valid, everyone's opinion is respected, and we want to build these all up. There'll be people taking notes, it will be recorded, so we look back on what the main points were, and this information we fed back to our mini council start in September. So that's it. Does anyone have any questions, first of all, before we actually kick off into the main talking point? No? That's great. Right, I should also mention, as I said, the DYC hashtag, please do tweet, Facebook, LinkedIn, I don't know, whatever you're on anyway. Just use the hashtag so people know what we're doing. As I said, this is live streamed. The pictures going out, videos going out, so you can check the website as well and have pictures up there soon. So if everyone wants to make their way into the next room, you just go up the stairs there, and we'll lead you in, Jack will lead you into the next room there. It's just straight ahead.